Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Paul. Exciting times. I'm starting a brand new series of videos. What I want to do is start travelling South Australia more often, showing you more of the littler towns and all the nice beaches that you don't see very often so that you can add more things to your bucket list. All right, let's get to it. So in today's first video, we drove 4.5 hours last night from home. We arrived at Cape Elizabeth, a free campsite we found on Wikicamps. And today we'll be exploring Moonta Bay and a couple of other little towns north of Adelaide. We're going to travel up along the beach from Adelaide and go right up to Port Augusta. So we'll see how far we get today. In previous adventure videos, I've already been to places like Road to Beachport, I've done the Coorong, but I do want to head back that way and show you more of the towns, what's available in the towns, what facilities and everything else, and just do the whole of South Australia eventually. Can't wait. This is the furthest I've ever seen the water out at low tide. Have a look how far the car is away. I can't wait to see this at high tide. Moonta is an RV friendly town, so we found this overnight stay in town. It is a big, huge area, so you're guaranteed to spot. It is by donation though, you can either donate here or in the Tourist Information Centre. It's a maximum of 2 nights stay and no fires either. But we chose the ocean more or less because we wanted a beachfront view, whereas you have no view here at all. But there are plenty of other options in town, go have a look. We're now at the Moonta Jetty. And I'd have to say this is some of the cleanest water I've ever seen. It is crystal clear. And look, this is low tide. Look how far in I am away from the bank. Low tide is huge here. And check out the water. I think it's fantastic on the Moonta Jetty. They've actually got this net right around the whole kids swimming area here with 2 little pontoons over there. Fantastic idea. There's a nice looking caravan park right on the waterfront here. If it wasn't low tide, the water will go right up to those rocks right by the caravans, and you actually see cabins right in the distance there too. You get a beautiful view right over the whole bay from there. I was really surprised to see a water park right by the jetty here. Now quite often you'll see them in a caravan park, but they're reserved strictly for the guests. Whereas this one here is open to the public with just a donation. That's a great idea. I was really hoping to get some drone shots of this area today, especially around this jetty and the caravan park there as well. But as you can see, this wind is 30, 40 km/h winds, and it's just not worth risking the drone in this weather. The good thing about low tide is there's lots of rock pools to check out. This is the Port Hughes Jetty. It's only about 1 kilometre away from Moonta. This spot will be very nice. There's some rocks here too. That'd be great drone shots, except it's way too windy again. Oh, the wind is just killing today. Now we're going to keep on driving north and see where else we can find today. So we've just arrived at Wallaroo. It's about a 20-minute drive from Moonta. You can see here this beautiful cage up area as well for swimmers with 2 pontoons. This is an absolutely stunning looking beach. Let's go take a look around. This is the Wallaroo ferry that takes passengers across to Port Lincoln. It saves about 2.5 hours off your drive. There's a lot more I wanted to see in Wallaroo today, but we're running out of time. I didn't get a chance to check out the jetty or anything. There's a lot more I want to see before it gets dark tonight. So unfortunately the day was getting on and we had to leave Wallaroo reasonably early. I didn't get a chance to go through accommodation options for use. There's apartments right on the beachfront. There's also a caravan park right on the beachfront there. And just off the beach, a couple of streets back, there is a free campsite there as well. So there's plenty of options. The campsite is limited to 1 day though, that's the only thing. But yeah, plenty of options there. It's a great stop by overnight anyway. Good place to see. We've arrived at Port Broughton now. We've checked into a caravan park here for the night. That way my partner can have a shower and everything else and sport for a night. But also another reason, there's no free campgrounds in town here. We have to camp probably 15 k's out of town, well away from the beach, whereas we've got the beach right here. Even though Port Broughton isn't actually on a beach, it's more of a channel leading in from the beach. But still nice, still at the jetty here. We've just finished tea now and we're about to head out to the jetty and have a fish to see if we can catch something. Well, fishing was a bust, just like I thought it would be. All we were catching was baby whiting, and yeah, I had to wrap my bait in cotton, otherwise I would just rip it off the hook straight away. That got tiresome very quickly. So we'll come back to the caravan park now, watch the sunset, time to kick back, have a couple of beers. Tomorrow we're going to go to Port Pirie, Port Augusta, and then we're driving all the way near Roxby Downs. So catch you guys tomorrow. Actually, before I sign off, let me know if there's more places you'd like me to video, especially even in the Riverland. If you'd like to see the local spots I go to, more accommodation in the towns I live in, so that if ever you visit the Riverland, you know exactly where to stay. So we left Port Broughton this morning. It was about a 50-minute drive and we arrived at Port Pirie. Port Pirie is more of a harbour town, doesn't actually have a beach just like Port Broughton. But as you can see, all the big ships pull up over there and load up. They've got a bridge that leads to nowhere there. There's an island that just leads to absolutely nowhere. Got the jetty here, got their one little beach here. Port Pirie is a city. It's got all your normal shops like Kmart, Hungry Jack's and all that. And there is also a caravan park right here on this little inlet. Time to keep going now. There's a couple of free campsites on the beach I want to show you on the way to Port Augusta. So let's go and check out that now. We soon reached Talawi Beach, not far out of Port Pirie. This free campsite has an island in the background, and look how crystal clear that water is. We've now driven about 20 minutes from Port Pirie, which you can just see over there on the horizon. We're now at Port Germain, home to Australia's longest wooden jetty at 1,532 metres. That lighthouse used to be positioned right at the end of this jetty. This is a truly, compared to Beachport Jetty, which I thought was really long, which used to be 1 kilometre and now is about 700 metres, this is over double the length. This thing is huge. After leaving Port Germain, there was just one more campsite I just had to check out. Chinaman Creek Campground, another free campground. This place is absolutely spectacular. Look at the colour of that water and those mangroves. It'd be such great fishing here. Did I mention on this drive you have all those beautiful beaches to your left and the absolutely breathtaking Flinders Ranges to your right. We've reached Port Augusta now, the very tip of the Gulf. We've done the whole east coast of the Gulf now. In a future video, I want to do the whole west side of the Gulf here. This is the bridge here where we're going to cross the Gulf. Yeah, on a future video, I want to go right down to Port Lincoln and show you right down that whole area. There's lots more beautiful beaches that whole way down. But for now, we're going to keep going north up to Woomera and then Roxby Downs. Only 5 minutes out of Port Augusta, we've officially arrived in the outback of South Australia. We've got the Flinders we're saying goodbye to on the right hand side. They're heading north, we're heading northwest towards Woomera. I can't wait to check this out. We've arrived at Lake Hart. This salt lake is absolutely massive, biggest salt lake I've ever seen. It's about an hour's drive out of Woomera and definitely worth a stop. It's just pure salt. I've never seen anything like it. This is amazing. We've arrived at Woomera's historical aerospace site here with all the old displays of the old missiles and planes and satellites and everything else they've taken off in the past from here. Woomera actually launched Australia's first satellite back in 1967 and they've been testing missiles and satellite launches since then to this current day. So definitely a place worth checking out here. Check out all the old displays. We're going to go check out the observatory now. This wreckage here was recovered in 1990 in the Simpson Desert. It's the first stage rocket from our first ever satellite launch in 1967. This is pretty unreal. It is great to see history in person. I was really looking forward to getting some nice drone shots of all these displays for you guys, but unfortunately this is a definite no-fly zone. Because I still have active testing around this area, I can't use my drone at all here. I tried to show you the huge observatory out of town, but unfortunately it's part of the RAAF base, so it's restricted access. You couldn't get anywhere near it, so I couldn't even get close enough to get a photo. So unfortunately this one here is open to the public on a weekday, but unfortunately it's the weekend, so this is as close as I can get to it for you. The building there is shut. We can't even get any information on it at all. So that pretty much wraps up this trip, guys. But I've really enjoyed it. I hope you have too. It's a different sort of format I've been trying to do. If you've enjoyed it, let me know in the comments, or if you've got any more questions about any of the places we've been to, I'm happy to answer any questions. If you've liked this video, leave a like, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing. But thanks for watching the video, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers!